It actually started way years ago with Sam Altman, and Elon Musk was one of the other people. He was one of the founders as well. That's why Elon Musk and Sam Altman do not like each other. Yes, so I know Elon Musk.
Right. They don't like each other?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. There's a very heated rivalry now between those two ever since Elon has left the company. So is he crazy? He is, but he's a genius. It's for the stuff he's invented. You can't take it away from the guy, whether you like him or not.
So when did he, I know this is off the topic, but I'm just curious, when did Elon leave? Before it became big?
Yeah, before it really started getting big, and Elon's big push was he wanted to make sure it stayed as a nonprofit. He felt as if that kept it, safely chained up. And then if it ever moved to a for-profit, we'd have a problem. Elon has long forecasted that AI could be a major, major problem for humanity if we don't pay attention to it. And now that it's a lot of the AI models are moving into a for-profit model, I think that has some people concerned because you're no longer going to think about safety, and it's going to be more of a race to, better output, more users. How can we monetize it via advertising and so forth? And that was always Elon's contention. The flip side to that, Sam Altman's contention was that Elon left the company. He's trying to build his own thing, which is what's called Grok, and that he's just kind of jealous of how far OpenAI's went without him. So whoever's right and wrong is irrelevant so long as and he stays okay, to be honest with
you. So how far, I mean, because ChatGPT is pretty good. I'm assuming it's way better than IBM Watson. Yeah. How far did Elon take it before he left?
I don't know that answer. I believe he's been out of there for about 5 years now, and I could be wrong. I'm sure somebody watching this maybe knows the definitive dates, but it's been some time, all since the new models have been updated, and Sam Altman has kind of become a household name. He's the CEO of OpenAI. He's been long gone, Elon. I think it's before he bought Twitter.
Okay. All right. So now, again, for a not person who's not following, does Chat GPT have any competition? Yes.
Yeah, their number one competitor right now is Google, which they have a product called Google Gemini. So it's the same type of output. The other two competitors they have are Meta, believe it or not, Facebook. It's actually called Llama. You can go in there and use it, meta.com. They actually have something called Claude, which is run by Anthropic. And then the last one would be Elon Musk's Grok, which is run on Twitter. The main ones that are emerging right now, though, is OpenAI, which is ChatGPT, and Google's Gemini are the two that are kind of emerging, with OpenAI having a sizable lead. That is why a lot of people are beginning to wonder if Google is going to be the next Eastman Kodak. As we all know what happened there. And that's not off the table. That absolutely could happen.
So you mean Google could disappear?
Not disappear, but become less relevant. If you were to tell people 20 years ago that eBay was going to be destroyed by a company called Amazon, you literally would have been laughed out of a room. If you would have told people that, no one was going to buy film anymore and that everything was going to be on a little device, and Kodak was not going to be the same anymore, you would have been laughed at. What's happening now is that when you go to Google, it's search and retrieve. So I'm searching and I'm trying to retrieve information. You got to look through all the websites and try to get to it. And you're like, okay, well, here's what I want to do to solve my problem. So think of Alexa, think of Siri, but like times a billion. ChatGPT solving your problem. It's eliminating that surf the web type, mentality where you're just looking through web pages upon web pages. If you tell it what your problem is, it already has crawled all those web pages, dozens and dozens of times, hundreds of times. And now it just literally tells you what your problem is. Here's your solution. And then it drops down. Then you can start interacting. It's creating a much smarter consumer, a much smarter individual. So when they are facing a problem, they're looking at something, they're vastly more educated than when they were searching. Just meaning because they've gotten to the actual root cause of the problem. I'm not saying they know more about the topic, but that's the fundamental difference. So it's search retrieve over to solve my problem. And humans being inherently lazy, which we all are, we want you to solve our problem so we can get off to the next step. And that's where Google, they have that same product, but it's really clunky to roll out. They make $50 billion a year or $50 billion a quarter just on advertising. So they're trying to save their business model adapt to the new world. And I think it's not going as well as they thought it was going to go. And we will see some hiccups. I'm not saying that they couldn't win. They definitely have more money. But it's just almost every step that they've went along the way has been a misstep. Although their products, in my personal opinion, Gemini is a superior product to ChatGPT. But just the rollout has been really